Hey guys, welcome back. So in last session we learned about package structure of our Spring Boot application. So if you see here, we have source main Java, where we are going to write our Java code. We have source package src main resource. We have static, template and application property files, and we have one testing file, source test Java. So there we are going to write our all test cases, and this basic structure is by default created with the help of our Spring initializer. And in the last session we simply run this application, which is having Spring Boot application annotation. I already explained that in the last session, so if you not yet completed with those video, please go and check that video. That link you will get in description, and as well as you will get if you click on the icon, so there you will get those links. So yes, Spring Boot application, here we have by default n number of different annotations. By default these annotations are there, like Spring Boot configuration, component scanning, and enable auto configuration. So these all the annotations are present in our file. And again, if you see this Spring Boot application, so that is basically your bootstrap your application, and with the help of run command it initialize your server in your context, and it load that server and help our application to run with the help of first demo application and the class file. And that time we created another package which is com.codedictator.firstdemo.controller. If you see the package structure, so our main class is present at the root level, which is com, codedictator and first demo, and our controller is present at com, codedictator, first demo.controller. So with the help of this, no need to add extra annotation which is @component scan. So without adding those, it will automatically scan all the sub packages, which is by basically your REST controller. And here we are going to write our first get API, which will return hello Spring Boot demo, and which is going to return you as a string. And here we are just setting all the path slash. So by default on the slash it will get this message. So let's run our first application, and then we'll go in detail, so how we can use property file and how we can run all those basic command, mv and w commands and spring command. So let's start. So for run this application, we'll go with the some basic IDE configuration. Simply right click, run on your Spring Boot app. It will load your Tomcat, and it will initialize it for you on the port number 8080. So let's run that localhost 8080. So this is what our message, hello Spring Boot demo. Now we are going to write our property file first, and then we will go with other things. So if you see this property file, it is by default created with your initializer, and basically it is empty. So we can add server dot port, and you can set any port number. So I'm going to set 8081. So before that, stop your application and save it, and simply you can just run your application. And this time if you see, your application is going to run on the port number 8081. So whatever the property you are going to set, that will scan and that will load all the property file. And now we are going to write some more property over there, so which is like channel.name, type of mistake, equal to, and creator name Kalpesh Mahajan. And I'm going to save this property file, and just go to your controller, and here we are going to write special annotation that I told you, which is @value, and in that we are going to write in double quote and dollar symbol followed by your parenthesis, and simply whatever the property you are setting it here, simply you can set those property over there. and you can press Ctrl Shift O to resolve all your inputs. And now we are going to write a variable private string, and it is like channel name, and the similar way we are going to write @value in double quote dollar followed by parentheses, and simply you can take this name, creator name, and you can just write private string creator name. And now done, we're done with the setup. Simply we are going to write this message over here like channel name, and you can use directly those property like as a variable channel name, and then again plus created by, you can simply use creator name. Done. And I'll just hit one enter over here. Okay, so now if you run this application, run again. Now this application is running on the port number 8081, and just go to the browser and hit that one. Now 8080 port is not working, so we need to set up 8081, and here it is our output. Hello Spring Boot demo, channel name is co-dictator and created by Kalpesh Mahajan. So this is how we can read our application.property files. Now let's understand all other stuff. So just an example, if I have other package structure, so I'm going to create another package structure. So simply right click, you can create new class, and I'm going to set that package structure here. I'm going to change it, so like com.demo.learning, and simply you can hit like hello world. This is a simple hello world application, and for I'm going to do some copy paste task over here. So I can simply copy paste that, and here I want to add one controller, REST controller, and here I'm not going to write the same message, so I'll use simply hello world, and here I'm going to set hello. Okay, so I'm done with these things. But when I run this application again, okay, simply run and run your application. Our application is now up, and this is what the endpoint hello. So we are going to set that file here /hello, but now my application is not able to find that controller because that controller is out of your root package. This package structure is deployed on which is com demo learning, and our main application is present on this com co-dictator first demo. So at this time, how we can resolve this one? So simply we need to add scan. You can use base package, in parentheses it is basically set up. You can pass different packages. Simply I'll just copy it. I'll copy this one and comma another package like hello world package, that was another package. I'll copy that and simply I'll add those packages here, and it's done. So now we added those packages. Now if you run your application again, run as your Spring Boot application, your application is up now, and if you hit hello, you will get hello world message. If you simply click / you will get your best message. So this is how your component scan, or basically scan based package works. In next video we are going to perform all this task with the help of command prompt. This is the one way that we can perform with the help of IDE. But what if I want to perform the same process with the help of our command prompt? So we are going to learn those processes in that next video. So please subscribe and follow my channel, and share with your friends, and hit bell icon for notifications. Okay, so here I want to add one more point, like if I'm doing any change in my application, so every time I'm going to stop my application and again doing all the changes and again restarting my server, so it is taking a lot of manual process, correct? So if I want to completely avoid this, so I can add one more dependency, that is DevTool. So it is not a proper way to use this development tool or DevTool in the production environment, but for development purpose you can use this DevTool. So how you can add those? So we have two different ways. If you are using any IDE, so simply you can just right click on your application, go to the Spring, and here you can add your starters. So it will take some time, and here we have developer tool option, and there you can add simply Spring Boot DevTool dependency, and simply if you hit OK, so it will take some time to download all the dependency from your repository, and then it will add into your pom.xml, and here it is added, which is DevTool. And the second way, if you don't want to perform it like with the help of IDE, to simply you can just add this development tool, the dependency, manually. So it will help you to run our application whenever we are reloading some, or we are adding some functionality in our application. So simply run this application. Now my application is up. It will take some time. Yes, so now it's up. If you see here, which is running on port number 8081, and now we can open our browser. So if you hit 8081 is running right now, and here is my message, and now I'm going to change my message in controller. So simply I'm just going to add one more parameter over here, which is date, and it will just give me the current date and time of my system. So I'm going to use Java 8 feature like local date and time API, local date time dot now. And when I reload my application, when I just simply clicked on the save button, automatically it reloaded my application. So I'm not even stopping my application and running it, rebuilding it again. So simply check here and hit enter. So let me refresh it. So it is automatically added this date here. So date is like my current date and time, all the format. So this is the benefit of DevTool.